guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel.
1, 2, 3.
So, I'm gonna make a few disclaimers here. Duncan, come here. Come be a part of this video. This is all about you, so stop getting in trouble. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, one moment. So a few disclaimers I'm gonna throw out is that this is my brand new camera, and I filmed this video once before, the entire video, and then I realized I wasn't in focus through the entire video. So I really hope that this one works out, otherwise I'm just gonna use my phone. But this is my brand new camera. I just got it a few weeks ago from my brother. It's a Nikon D5600, if that's how you say it. Another thing, Duncan and Franklin are here with me, and they're crackheads. So if they are being crazy throughout this whole video, I'm sorry. I can't control these beasts. Another thing, I did take quite a bit of a break because of my last video, so I just took some time to heal, but hopefully I'll be back into posting every week again, but I'm just going to take it slow as I continue. But today's video is going to be all about dogs. I love watching dog content, and I would love to put out more dog content because I enjoy watching them so much. And my dog is going... He's going crazy on the ground. Oh, now he's rolling on my bed. If you hear Duncan in the background, I'm sorry. He's snorting and rolling all over my bed like a crackhead. But today's video is going to be 5 ways to tire out your dog indoors. Are you done? You done? So obviously I want to put out another little disclaimer here that you don't want to only do this and like not bring them on walks or something. Like, this is not to replace walks all the time. This is just for like if it's like a rainy day and you guys can't go outside, or I know in the summer sometimes it gets a little too hot, so maybe during the day while you're indoors. Or I use it a lot when I come home from work and I just didn't have time to walk them that day. I use it for a bunch of different things, so I wanted to share them with you guys. So without further ado, let's just get right on into this video. So the first way to mentally tire out your dogs is through Kongs. Just gonna focus on the Kong. Kongs and Topples, I should say. They're pretty similar. I only have Kongs right now, but I would love to invest in some Topples pretty soon. I'll pull up a picture of them on the screen here. But basically there's a hole in the front and a hole in the bottom, and you fill it up with a bunch of stuff, and you can freeze it to make it even harder for them to get things out of, but it works your dog's minds. I can't explain how they get it out because dogs are just magical that way, but they work. I also have for each of these products, I have some little things that you can fill them with as well. So a few things that you can fill your Kong with is kibble. You can feed their dinner or lunch or breakfast through these Kongs. Veggies, so if your dog is a little bit on the chunkier side and needs more veggies, then definitely you can try these out. Peanut butter, obviously you want to use the peanut butter without the thing. It's called xylitol or something like that. So just make sure that you're looking into what peanut butter is safe for dogs. And Kong actually makes Kong fillers for these. You can add so many different things in here. I know if you look on their website too, they have recipes that you can put in here as well. And I like to freeze mine, so it takes them a little bit longer. Did you want to... Oh, okay. You want to demonstrate? Okay. Bye. Thanks for your time. But yeah, freezing it gives them a little bit of a harder time getting it out. I would say our Kongs last, especially when I freeze them, about an hour or two, so an hour of just mental enrichment, which is super, super nice. The second thing, and don't you dare come at me for how dirty these are, they were just used this morning before I left, because my mom and I volunteer at a shelter. So I used this before I left, so I haven't cleaned them out yet, but, oh, they look so gross. I promise I cleaned these, I just haven't yet. But it's lick mats. These are what lick mats are. They come in a bunch of different like patterns and things like that. This is the kind of pattern that I have. It's like the soft bristle type. But they have a bunch of different patterns. And I know if you look at their website, or even if you buy one on the back, it'll usually say all of the different things that it helps with. I know it helps reduce boredom, it helps reduce separation anxiety, teaches them good licking habits, reduces bad licking habits. It's got a whole bunch of different benefits to it. And some things that you can smear on here are raw toppers. I love to sprinkle their raw topper on here. I use the Robble raw topper for them, and I sprinkle it all throughout these little ridges here. Yogurt, my dogs love plain yogurt, and so I'll smear that on here sometimes. Peanut butter, which is actually what's on here right now. Obviously the xylitol free peanut butter. Franklin, please. Pumpkin, so if your dog has more of like a sensitive stomach, you can smear pumpkin on here, and that way they're not getting too many treats or something, and that's actually helping them. If you guys didn't know, pumpkin has a ton of benefits. It helps with diarrhea and constipation, so any pooping problems, go to pumpkin. And crushed vegetables is another one that you can smear in here as well. I know I've smeared blueberries in here, but Finn, my husky, was not a fan of blueberries, so I haven't done it again. But those are just some options, and you can also freeze these as well and make it even more difficult. Finn's lasts like 20 to 30 minutes, Duncan's last like 10 minutes. The third thing, which I have, my friend Bella actually made me one, but I can't find it at the moment, is a snuffle mat. But you can also use grass as well, so I mean it's not technically like has to be indoors, but grass works just as fine. But it's basically, how would I describe it, Nabi? It's kind of like this, but it's got long fabric-y pieces to it. And basically you can hide their kibble, you can hide treats, you can hide their raw toppers, veggies, honestly anything in those little hairs. I don't want to call them hairs, but those things, and then they have to forage and sniff them out. I used it a lot for when the boys were puppies. I would make them work for their meals that way sometimes. And they really, really enjoyed that. But you can also go outside and like sprinkle some treats or kibble or something in the grass outside and have them work that way as well. Can you get your big forehead out of the camera, please? The next thing is kind of two things that kind of go together in a way. Also, don't bash me for the way that this looks. Duncan actually ripped it apart when I wasn't watching, and also brought it outside, so it's disgusting looking. They don't use it anymore because it's disgusting, but I'm in the process of buying a new one. But it's these little treat dispenser toys. Basically you'll fill up treats or food, kibble, whatever in the hole here, and they've got little holes around, and so they have to like roll it and the treats will come out, if that makes sense. And also dog puzzles. Finn absolutely loves his dog puzzles. These are his favorite things ever. And what I really like about these is they have like different levels. So you start off with level 1, you know, pretty simple, so your dog can kind of understand what they're supposed to do. And then this is level 2, and there's level 3, level 4, blah, blah, blah. You are just using all of these toys, huh? And there's nothing even in them. But yeah, this is a really fun way to enrich your dogs. And I used to put Finn's kibble in here, and he would have to work for his meals, so that was really fun, and he really, really enjoyed that. But I will say, if you have a dog that gets bored super, super easily, I don't know, you could try it out, but Duncan, he doesn't like to work too hard for his food because he's not as food motivated, so he was not a fan of the puzzles at all. But Finn's very, very food motivated, so he went crazy for those puzzles. And the fifth thing that will tire out your dog indoors is through training and games. So I love playing hide and seek with my dogs. They love it. I'll basically have them sit or lay down in a different area of the house and make them wait, and then I'll call them from wherever I am and they have to like try and find me. It's a fun way to kind of like, finding you is the reward, but it also adds in some training too. Duncan really likes that game because he's a big mama's boy, aren't you? Your head takes up the whole camera. Did you realize that? You have a very big head. Another way that's really fun to tire out your dogs that kind of ties in with training is little obstacle courses. I used to do this a ton with Finn when he was younger, but I do want to put out there that if your dog is under the age of 2, that they shouldn't be jumping. So you can make obstacle courses without jumps. That's perfectly fine. That's what I did with Finn when he was a puppy. But I would just like put like little weave poles up, or I would have like a table that he has to crawl under or like sit on top of, and I would make like little obstacle courses for him inside the house, and he loved it. I did it a little bit with Duncan when he was younger, but we haven't done it in a while, but I really should because they loved it so much. And it tires out their body, but it also tires out their mind as well, which is like a 2-in-1. But also just normal training as well will get your dog super mentally tired. You can work on old things, new things, and it'll definitely work their minds. Alright, you guys, that is it for the 5 things to tire out your dogs indoors. I really would kind of like to turn this channel around a little bit more and focus it a little bit more on the dogs. So if that's something you're interested in, comment down below what kind of videos you'd like to see. I'm really kind of wanting to put out more vloggy type of videos with the dogs because our sit down videos you can't really see their personalities as well, whereas in vlogs you can really see how crazy and fun they are. Yeah, just let me know. And if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. And we will see you in the next video.